Hey, so it's 2:44 a.m. and I'm packing up for a shoot tomorrow. And I decided to make a little video about what I put in my bag for a standard shoot. Now that's a standard little bounce board. I just jam it under everything else, get it out of the way, useful, hard to break. Now my camera, my workhorse that I use for everything it's an M50. It's not the best. It's also not the worst. I find that it makes a lot of what I do really easy for me. Fast turnaround, all the good stuff. The 18 to 135 USM is what I keep mounted in there most of the time. That was 51.8, the old one, and that's the lens that came with the camera. Kit lens. I pretty much never use it, but I keep it around just in case. That's a wide angle 10 to 18 Canon. It comes really useful because the M50 Mark I has a crazy crop factor at 4K. So that helps me deal with that. This is a little homemade viewfinder for the LCD screen. Comes here useful in the sun. Zoom H1 recorder. Had this since 2012. Still works just like new. Now my other recorder is the DR05X Tascam. It's great. It's useful. It's small. What else can I say? Now, as far as microphones goes, this is my lav mic. It's a Boya. It's really cheap. Comes with a little bag. I jam it in there and I just throw it in there with everything else. It's unwieldy. The cable is long, but it's, it works. It's not the best. It's also not the worst. Now, these are my Boya brand shotgun microphones. Boya gives you a lot of bang for your buck when it comes to cheap audio equipment. The small one has a really useful dead cat unit. It's really small, actually. It's more of a dead kitten. Now that's one of those generic action cameras. It records in 4K. It's kind of crap. Right now the casing is empty because this is what I'm shooting this video with, so that's a little extension for the microphones. And it's a little Toy Story pencil pouch that I had for school for my entire life, and now it holds my batteries for my lights. So it keeps them from bouncing all around the bag and, keeps things a little more tidy. And that's a little pouch I made out of tape. Holds my SD cards, useful, cheap. And of course, camera charger and extra battery. It's all held together by a little rubber band. Extra lens caps. You never know where you're going to lose a lens cap. And a card reader. I actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever used any other slot other than the SD card one. So, I could have saved some money on that, and I didn't. Something to think about. Now, this is a Yongnuo YN300. It's a super cheap, super useful, super bright LED panel. I have two of these. The other one is, of course, lighting this scene. And, with that's enough for this compartment. We're almost ready to go. There's still the back pouch to talk about. It's kind of important. So let's see what I put in the back. That's my notebook for notas. It's my notas book. Now this is a 2011 Core 2 Duo MacBook Pro. This is old. This doesn't edit anymore. But I threw Linux in it, and it helps me manage my files. It's lighter and smaller than my Windows machine, so that's what I carry around. 2 empty cards and whatnot. Some screwdrivers, just in case. A pen, just to make sure you have something to write on your notebook. And tape, some sort of tape. That's boom stick, boom pole for the microphones, and we're good to go. Now the point of all this is hopefully to show and prove the point that you don't really need all the best stuff to get some really good results. I look forward to showing in the future how this all works, but here's a little sneak peek. Now what you're looking at, of course, is a movie theater, a real one where they screen real movies as evidenced by all of the superheroes on the wall. And this is the movie theater where my film was screened as part of a major film festival. The first one that we've actually been able to attend after actually a pretty good run in the last couple of years through the festival circuit. And this movie, this little movie that could, was filmed and recorded entirely on this equipment. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about how, then stick around and I'll keep you posted. In the meantime, subscribe and do all that YouTube stuff. Try to stick around. We're starting out, so, it really doesn't matter. We're just doing this because we can. But some cool trips coming, so see you around. See you at the movies. Or something.